Today I'm going to show you how to make 4 cupcakes that are Sabo Kappa themed. Sabo Kappa is a cactus water spirit, is a character by Sanix. So let's get started. First we're going to make Sabo Kappa. I'm using a cupcake mold that I made using Mold Maker, and I used a cupcake eraser. I'm using a really pretty gold color for the pot, so I'm just going to fill the mold with that. Then I'm going to use green apple bright green clay by Fimo for the top and mush that around to form the shape of a cupcake. Make sure to look at your cupcake from all angles to make sure that it's smooth. Then you're going to texture your cupcake, and I'm just using a paintbrush, but you can use pretty much anything, a toothbrush, sandpaper, whatever you want. Then to make the flower, I'm going to use some pink clay. And there are several ways to do this. If you have a cookie cutter, feel free to use it, but I needed a really small flower, so I made 7 little pink balls and mushed them together in a circle, and then I mushed them down to create the petals. And then I put a small ball of yellow clay on top of that and mushed it down to make the flower. Then you can clean it with some rubbing alcohol if you need to. And then just press that onto your cupcake. Then for the little beak, I'm just using a little bit of orange clay and forming a little ball and a big ball and putting them together to make a beak, and then attaching that. I'm making the eyes out of clay. You can also paint them on after you're done baking. Make sure you pay attention to the spacing of the eyes, as this will make it look more like the actual character. And this is what it looks like. Next, we're going to make Heart Sabo, which is the heart cactus. I'm going to use a blue color for the base. I'm going to use a pretty big ball of green clay. Now this one is tricky because you have to kind of sculpt it. So I'm just using a toothpick and kind of running it along. And the heart is a little lopsided. One side is higher than the other. So you're just going to use your toothpick and make that shape. And right now it kind of looks like a butt. But you're just going to keep shaping it and forming it to make it look like a heart and not a giant green butt. For the record, I am really bad at making faces with clay. I much prefer to paint them, but I tried really hard, so that's why the face looks really messy, because I ripped the face off like 20 times. But this is what it will look like. Hopefully yours will look better than mine. Next we're going to make, and I'm probably going to say this wrong, Sabo, which is a bunny cactus. So I'm just going to use this cream colored clay. I just mix a little bit of yellow with some white, and then form again another regular cupcake top. Then you're just going to roll out 2 logs for the ears, and the left ear is a little taller than the right ear, so we're just going to take that into consideration when we're putting on our ears and blend those on. And then we're going to texture again with a brush. For this flower, I didn't want to make a whole bunch of really tiny balls, so what I did is I just made a flat ball and then used a toothpick to push in the sides to make the petals. And this took a while to get it to look right, but I think it overall came out pretty good. And then there's a star shape embedded on the flower, so I just drew that in with a toothpick. And then I attached that on. It looks so cute. Then again, I made a face with clay, and it doesn't look very good, I'm sorry, but you can always paint this on after you bake. Just do 2 black eyes and a white snout with a little tiny black mouth. And there's your bunny cactus. Then finally we're going to make Sabo, which is the tall cactus. And again, we're going to use a blue base. Then take a really tall piece of green clay to attach it to the cupcake base. Then take it out of your cupcake mold and roll it gently and slowly to make it look like it's a tall cactus. Then you're going to make the little cactus arms. For the flower for this one, we're going to use the same technique that I did for the Sabo Kappa and just make 5 little balls and then smooth them together for the petals. Then we're going to do the same for the yellow clay and just make little yellow balls again, mushing them flat and blending to make the inner flower. Then attach the 2 and then attach them to the cactus. I tried to do a face on this one, but it was a major fail, so I ended up just painting it on after I baked. So there you have 4 really cute Sabo Kappa characters. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!